Hello, hello, hello. Hey. I have to confess, I have really not been doing my healthy eating, I should say. I am still walking, although I did not walk today because it was raining. But Sophie and I are still walking. But as far as healthy eating, I have completely failed that. And it's pretty much whenever I go out, I might stop and get something at a fast food place. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Fast food, goodies. I love cookies. I love cakes. But I don't buy any of that for my house because I will eat it. But when I go out, if I go somewhere, if I'm with somebody else, then yeah, I might get a cookie or I might have a slice of cake. I might get a donut or two. So, I have completely fallen off the wagon. Now, what I do know is that I can, I know how to recover. I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I've done it before and I know how to do it. But this is my first time confessing. So that's new for me. And I want to be accountable for my actions. I do realize by falling off this wagon, I am pretty much jeopardizing my health. And it's definitely not okay. So, what I am about to do is get back on track. I do commend myself for not having this stuff in the house. If I want something sweet, I have to eat a piece of fruit, either a banana or an orange or an apple or some blueberries, and sometimes I'll have strawberries. So and when I eat that, it's just the raw fruit. Now I will steam the apple sometime, but whenever I do steam my apples, I do not use sugar. My mom used to steam apples, stew apples, excuse me. My mom used to stew apples and she would put, a ton of sugar in them and butter, and they would be good. But I started stewing apples a few years ago, and I only use the apples and cinnamon, a little bit of salt and pepper to help bring out the flavors of the apple. But I don't use any sugar, not even sugar substitute or Splenda or anything like that. Just the apples. And my mom used to use bacon fat that she would put in there. I don't even do that. I do use a little bit of butter and just the apples and a little water to steam them. And they are super delicious. They're still sweet. And I enjoy that. Sometimes I'll enjoy it with breakfast. Sometimes I will do it with when I cook kielbasa with onions and peppers. And sometimes if I feel like I want a little dessert, I will take some of the stewed apples and crumble a 1 graham cracker on top of it with a little bit of whipped cream. Perfect apple pie dessert. So I am about to put together a plan because I need a plan. I need it written out with goals, short-term goal. My short-term goal will be today is December 10th. My short-term goal will be to be mindful of my eating fruits, vegetables, protein, not so much sweets. Definitely not here in my house. I have made cakes because I do bake. I have made cakes to take to others' houses for holiday events. And when I do take it there, I don't bring it back. I'll have a piece of it there because I always want to taste whatever I cook and just to make sure it tastes good. But I'll have a small piece, and after I taste it, I'm satisfied. And the rest is for them to do whatever they please. For Thanksgiving, I did a honey bun cake, which I've done several of them. And the funny thing about the honey bun cake is I have yet to taste it. I have made so many for people, they'll pay for them. But I have yet to make a honey bun cake and taste it. I did make one for Thanksgiving that I took over to my godkids' house, and I didn't even taste that. Another cake that I made for Thanksgiving to take over that was the very first time I've made it. And that's another thing. I will make something for the very first time to take somewhere else. That is not smart. I haven't had any issues so far, but I had a cake that I wanted to make, which is a chocolate cake with salted caramel frosting. And I had that recipe and I was like, this sounds so good. And I want to taste it. But I don't make any cakes for my house at all. So I saw the opportunity to make it for Thanksgiving and take it over to my godkids' house. So I made it. And I actually made my own caramel homemade and realized it was so super easy to do. I didn't realize it was that easy to make my own homemade caramel. But I did. And I did taste a piece of that. And that was delicious. So I said, okay, I'll make that again. And everybody loved it. I mean, everybody loved it. There was, when I left that night, it was only a small piece left in the pan. And I do love to see, whenever I make things, I do love to see that people love them and they love to eat, you know, that it's all gone. I love that because it lets me know that, you know, that was super delicious. So anyway, I have made my confession to you and I'm going to turn it around today and do better. And then I will check in periodically. I'll let you know how I do because I want to do this through Christmas. Christmas Day, I'll give myself a cheat day. But from now to Christmas Day, I plan to be on it. Thanks for watching. You all have a good afternoon.